Oh, greetings. I wasn't expecting quite the connection to happen in the way in which it did so quickly. Welcome to a new and I think much improved version of the Bush Camp Fireside Tales. And we've had a lot happening this week here, but as you can see, here I am sitting in the small studio again with the window with Bush Camp Fireside just outside, but it's warmer in here because it's quite cool even on these hot summer tropical nights. Anyway, if you remember, last week we got the new camera from the Limpopo online trading shop, and everything was very good. We made some broadcasts, we distributed them through the usual channels, and they were very, very good. But it was felt generally that the arrival of the new camera was an opportunity to go forward and improve. So we got rid of the old producer who didn't really do any producing, and we got rid of the old director who, to be honest with you, couldn't direct anything, and we replaced them with much, much better people. Yes, yes. So now I am being produced by the producer and directed by the director, and he's very good. He used to direct traffic, so he knows a lot about direction. And here we are with the new, improved, we'll hope you like it, improved version. But we've had a very busy week. Because life just does not revolve around this small studio. No, no, no. We are full-time photographic safari operation. So, for example, this week we had some people in from America, and they were taking photographs and walking through the bush, and we were tracking. And also, and very importantly, I, Silence Mpofu, the head tracker, I have not only responsibility for tracking, I just put this down, shouldn't be smoking on the film, responsibility for tracking, but also I have to develop the new trackers. So we take young people in, we teach them the skills of the tracker, the bush knowledge, the bush lore, as we call it here. And then they have to pass a test, and we call that the track off. So just this week, we had four young trackers, hopeful trackers. Not everybody makes it, though, unfortunately, and we've had to let some of them go. But we gave them a test. So we said to them, okay, it's Wednesday morning now, it's at 10 o'clock. One of you is going to go north, one of you is going to go west, one will go east, and the other will go south. And we look for you now, we look for you to pick up some tracks, and we want you to pick up some tracks that you can follow for a very, very maximum now of 5 miles. And then you come back here, and at 4 o'clock this afternoon we have a debrief. And you tell us what you tracked and where you got to. Well, 4 o'clock, we are sitting down around the bushfire. Not the bushfire. You don't want to have a bushfire. You want to have a campfire. Bushfire is a different thing altogether, much bigger scale and very frightening. So the person from the north says, I can report what happened to me. I said, what happened to you? He said, well, I went out into the bush in the northerly direction, and I saw some tracks, and I followed the tracks, and they were the tracks of a kudu, and I followed them for 3 miles, and I ended up at the river, and the kudu was drinking at the river. Yes, it was very good. Well done, well done. And who wants to go next? Oh, well, says the man from the west. I went west, and I went about 4 miles. I was following the tracks, and I was following the tracks of a giraffe, and I ended up at the river, and the giraffe was drinking at the river. Oh, it's a very good giraffe. Right, a round of applause, quickly. Who wants to go next? I said. So the chappie who went east said, well, I can tell you exactly what happened to me. He said, I went east, and I picked up some tracks, and they were the tracks of a zebra. And I followed those tracks for about 4 miles, and I ended up at the river. And the zebra was having a drink. Well, I said, that's just amazing. Well done. Round of applause again, because we clap for everybody here. There is no failure here, just applause. So I said, that just leaves you, a young man from the south. How did you get on? Well, he said, I've had a wonderful time. He said, first of all, he said, I left the camp and I traveled due south and I picked up some tracks. And I followed the tracks for 5 miles. And I said, did you end up at the river? He said, no, I ended up at the railway station. We've had to let him go because we don't think he's going to quite make the cut, So now we've got 3 left for next week. I'll try to remember to tell you what happened, But just before I go, because I have to go now and do some duties, I was talking to my friend Ishmael from the next village. He came to see us. He said, I don't know, how are you doing, sir? I said, I'm very, very well. I said, in fact, I'm not very, very well at all. I've not been feeling myself recently, so I'm going to go to the doctor. He said, which doctor? I said, no, 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 a proper doctor, white coat and plastic tubes in the ears. Anyway, everything's okay now because I went to see the proper doctor. And now I've got to go. We've got to go and do a little bit more of the tracking work. So it's been good to talk to you. And if you enjoy talking with me, well, see you next time. Huh? Hey, hey, have a nice day now. And hey, look after yourself. Hamba Gashley. Bye-bye.